All right, thank you guys for coming out to Vicki Turnbow's retirement party. Give her a hand. This is time for Vicki to sit down. I am Jeff Hurst. I am the president of the Chamber of Commerce for Raytown. But this is about my predecessor. We have a lot of great folks that are going to be talking and reminiscing tonight about Vicki Turnbow. There are several people that wish to honor Vicki, and our first presenter is Congressman Emanuel Cleaver. He's unable to be with us this evening, but he did send us a video. So if the production team would please start Congressman Cleaver's video remarks.
Vicki, congratulations on your well-deserved retirement after nearly 2 decades of dedicated service to the Raytown Area Chamber of Commerce. Your impact has been measurable. Your diligent work to promote economic development and foster growth for the betterment of Raytown business owners leaves an indelible mark on that community. Wishing you endless relaxation, new adventures, and the joy that this season of life will bring.
We'd now like to welcome Daisy Garcia Montoya, the Community Affairs Liaison from the office of the Congressman Emanuel Cleaver, to the stage.
I'm a little short, so. But congratulations, Vicki. Please come up and join me on stage. I'm Daisy Garcia Montoya from Congressman Cleaver's office. Just last year, I was able to really get involved with the Raytown area, and one of the most loveliest faces that I was able to meet was Vicki. I've been able to meet you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Of course. I got the opportunity to meet her less than a year ago, and throughout that journey, I was new to really getting involved with the specific demographics since I just recently joined full-time, and she was always there to help me, guide me, and it's been a journey to really get to know you, but we wanted to present you with this congressional record in your honor. So this is in the library forever and ever. It will be in her name to just try to, capture the essence that she is. So thank you, Vicki, for everything you've done.
It's been great working with you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. And stay with it, okay?
Thank you.
We've had that conversation, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out tonight, by the way. That is a great award, and it's awesome that it's going to be locked up in libraries and whatnot. It's important because our own mayor, he was here when libraries were invented, and so that was good. Our second presenter, you remember that day. You came up with the Dewey Decimal System. You said that was your idea. Our next presenter is Dave Turner from the Raytown Parks. He's the Raytown Parks Director. He's presenting on behalf of Raytown Rotary. Oh, okay. Hold on. Dave, sit back down. Sit back down. The mayor has to go first. He's got an arm problem here. I don't know. So we're going to let him give his respects and then get out of here, basically. All right, the mayor, everybody. I know, we're matching. We're twinsies.
Thank you so much. Paybacks or you know what. Good evening, everybody. Oh, come on. Let's give it a Raytown hello. All right. Vicki Turnbow, front and center, please. You've heard this before, and I gave her one that's actually in a frame, but this today was a little easier to carry the paper one, so see if I can get through it this time.
We didn't the last time, did we?
I know we didn't. Whereas Vicki Turnbow has demonstrated a lifelong commitment to serving the city of Raytown and has set the standard for being an active example in this community for many years. It doesn't mean you're old, it just means you've been active a long time. There you go. Through her personal dedication to service and through her vital role as the president of the Raytown Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism. And whereas throughout her life and career, Vicki has earned many accolades and recognitions to her work to model a supportive community through a loving dedication of the city of Raytown. And whereas the list of those honors, memberships, and projects include, but are no means limited to, because we don't want to be here all night. Raytown Outstanding Woman Leader of the Year, 2012-2013. Truman Heartland Raytown Citizen of the Year, 2019. Community Engagement and Leadership Excellence Award, 2023. Member of the Raytown Chamber Board of Directors, 1999 to 2001. Raytown Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT, member. Raytown Educational Foundation Board of Trustees. Raytown Rotary Paul Harris Fellow Award. Mayor, Raytown Live Ad Hoc Committee. That's our music festival that a lot of people come to. Rock Island Trail Corridor, Chamber Trailhead, and remodel of the Raytown Chamber Building, which all that put together were pretty amazing. That was really, really wonderful. Whereas countless recognitions and initiatives go unlisted while Vicki Turnbow's leadership continues to promote the programs and events that keep the vibrancy of the city of Raytown shining bright. Now, therefore, I, Michael McDonough, Mayor of the city of Raytown, do hereby recognize and express the grateful appreciation of the citizens of Raytown to Vicki Turnbow for the endless well of love and service she shares with the community we call home. Her works in Raytown are an inspiring legacy of what a person can achieve through a career of caring leadership. Caring leadership. That says a lot right there.
Thank you.
We are grateful to Vicki Turnbow for all that she has already accomplished, and we look forward to the bright future ahead. Signed this 22nd day of February in the year 2024. That's what the original date was when I had this brought up and presented it to her. So this is your copy from here. But I know a lot of people were there at the State of the City address when I surprised her with that. But I wanted everybody that was going to be here to hear what we gave her as a proclamation. So thank you for everything you have ever done.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out. I don't know. It depends. It depends on what a lot has been said already tonight about Dave Turner. The Raytown Parks Director is presenting on behalf of the Raytown Rotary. Thank you.
All right, finally. Okay. Obviously, I've known Vicki for a very long time. She's been involved. We have planned so many events and things in Raytown, so many festivals. What I admired about her was just her overall competence and the grace that she brings to the job. She's super dependable, and I always look forward to working with Vicki so much. So right now, though, we're representing the Raytown Rotary, and I do want to just have a little award for you. The Raytown Rotary Club is presenting the Paul Harris Fellow in recognition of her being a loyal member of our club. All the work that she has done over the years, I think since 2012 in the Raytown Rotary, with the Chamber of Commerce, the Raytown Rotary Club, golf tournament. Vicki has been the force behind this fundraiser, and we appreciate her devoted, dynamic leadership, always involving as many players and volunteers as possible. What is the Paul Harris Fellows? It's an elite club of Rotarians who have donated $1,000 to the Rotary Foundation and who are recognized through a point system. It is named in honor of Paul Harris, the founder of Rotary, in 1905. All donations to the Rotary International Foundation for projects around the world, with the largest being eradication of polio worldwide, peace and conflict prevention and resolution, maternal and child health, and economic and community development, an area close to Vicki's heart. We do want to present you with this Paul Harris Award, and again, just congratulate you and say thank you for all of you have done.
Thank you.
This is nice. If I can get it there.
You guys, if you don't know, this is a big deal. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
you got it.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Just when you think all the accolades have been announced, she also helped cure polio. Our next presenter is Dave and Becky Patterson with the Raytown Youth Baseball and Softball Association.
Raytown Youth Baseball Softball Association would not exist without Vicki Turnbow.
She's the one who gathered the interested, qualified, influential people to brainstorm the potential and then the necessary steps to bring youth baseball back to Raytown.
She started by sharing her knowledge of the legal process of how to form an association. Then beyond the paperwork, her Chamber of Commerce connections provided practical resources. Her relationship with Martha Cockrell brought us under the umbrella of the Raytown Educational Foundation. REF provided lunches for the summer clinic, which provided the initial contacts for our players who made up our very first successful season last year.
Vicki herself served food at the clinic and passed out the giveaways. Her husband even hauled ice for the drinks. She made sure Mayor Mike knew about the association, and his presence at all the clinics proclaimed the community support for the venture. REF continues to give invaluable player scholarships for our Raytown students on free or reduced lunch. The support provided by Vicki's resources keeps multiplying.
And we wanted to give a token of our gratitude and all from our association, but Yo put the card over there in the box, so you don't get it here. Sorry, Vicki. No, thank you. But thank you so much to Vicki.
Okay, but I'll give you a hug.
Okay.
All right, our next presenter is Michael Watson, the Executive Director of the Raytown Emergency Assistance Program.
How you doing? Well, good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Raytown Emergency Assistance Program, we want to thank Vicki for her years of service to Raytown and to REAP. In 1982, a wonderful lady by the name of Shirley Latari actually founded REAP. And so in honor of Shirley Latari, we want to present Vicki with the Shirley Latari Lifetime Achievement Award that we will be presenting to you. We have some stuff on the table for you as well. But just personally, Vicki, I want to thank you so much for all you've done for me. You were always just a phone call away. You kind of showed me the ropes in the city when I first came here. And you always told me so many valuable things. You always reached out with a helping hand. I wouldn't know half the people in this room if it wasn't for you and everyone at the chamber. So we really, truly, truly appreciate you. And enjoy retirement, because some of us, you know, not like Alan and, we can't leave for months at a time. But you, enjoy yourself. Thank you so much.
Yes, so what Michael said, Vicki, but I just personally want to thank you as well, because you have been there for me, and I really appreciate you and everything you've done for our community, the support you have given us, given me, and enjoy. We love you.
All right, our next presenter is Laretha Hayden, owner of Luffy's Fried Fish and alderperson, Ward 2. So,
I'd like to say good evening to everyone, and I feel honored to be able to say a few words about Vicki. I've known her for quite a while. First of all, to Vicki, who is not just my friend, but my sister. We're honoring her today. Wow, and congrats. So 16 years ago, I was invited to a Raytown Chamber luncheon by Shauna Burns at Commerce Bank. She's like, you really need to be, as my banker, you really need to be a part of the chamber. And so she invited me in and introduced me to Vicki. And Vicki hadn't been chamber president for very long, but she acted like she knew everything about everything. But the thing about it is that she welcomed me in with open arms, made me feel welcome, and then she asked me, if there's anything I can do, let me know. That probably was a mistake. But after leaving the luncheon and after the warmth that I felt with Vicki, I decided that I needed to be a part of not just the chamber, but more of a part of the community. Because we had opened up a restaurant. Tony and I had never had a small business before. I was doing State Farm for 32 years, and Tony full-time, and then Tony was doing the restaurant. So we needed a lot of help. So I thought, I'm gonna go to the experts. And I think that every small business should be a part of the Raytown Chamber, or a part of the chamber in their community. A little plug. Yep. So, uh-oh, hold on. My tablet did something here. So I started, I wasn't sure if Vicki really wanted me to be a part of the Raytown Chamber because she just wanted me to be a part, or because she needed help with the Raytown Roundup days. We needed volunteers for that. But needless to say, myself and my staff and my husband, we all participated in Raytown Roundup days. And if any of you have been around, you all know that that was a big deal. And so we needed a lot of volunteers for that. But through the years, Vicki and I, Vicki has been there for me personally, professionally. We've talked about things. We've talked about people, places, things. Some of it we'll have to say it's, you know, it's in the Vegas room. It's between us two, between us girls. But she's been there for me, and so I just had to stop and say something about Vicki and how much, not just for Raytown. She doesn't just love Raytown. She loves the chamber. She loves the people. She loves the businesses, and she'll do whatever she can do to help you succeed. And that says a lot. Because my grandmother used to say, people don't have to be nice to you. They don't. And if they choose to be nice, that's a plus. So I just want to say on behalf of myself, the small business community, Luffy's Fried Fish, we love you and we appreciate you. So there, several years ago, one of my favorite songs was by the late James Cleveland. And it's talked about giving someone their flowers while they can still smell them. And so I want to just say some of the lyrics. It says, give me my flowers while I yet live, so that I can see the beauty that they bring. So Vicki, on behalf of our clan, we'd like to present you with some flowers. And then it goes on to say, friends and loved ones may give me flowers when I'm sick or on my sick bed, but I'd rather have just one tulip right now than a truckload of roses when I'm dead. So here's some tulips, a little something, and a little gift. So Jay is coming. On behalf of Luffy's and our staff, we'd like to give you some tulips and some libations and some other stuff. So these tulips signify the beauty of Vicki in our Raytown community. So Vicki, you started as just the president of the chamber in 2008 when I started. But you became my friend, my fellow laborer, but mostly my family. Enjoy your retirement. Okay, hold on. We're both trying not to. We're not gonna do that. Know that we love you and we so appreciate you. So, we love you for all you did, for all you're gonna do, and for what you've done. Now you go and do all you want to do. Keep in touch. And enjoy your
I love you. I'm gonna. Can I have? I want that tulip speech or the flower speech. Oh, you got it. Okay. I'm just gonna stay up here. I'm getting all my steps in.
Just down there. All right. It is now time for the chairman of the board, Robert Atkins from the Raytown Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism.
Okay, that's a hard one to follow after. But I wanted to first start with, we as the board didn't know that Laretha was going to give this flower speech. So these flowers here for you before you die, you see, okay? So I got to tell you that we go way back. I walked in the chamber when I was 20 something, and I was like, I really don't know what the chamber is about. And so I walked in and I see Nancy Bruns, I see Kathy Schutte, and I see Vicki. And I go, oh, this must be the chambermaids. Yeah, that wasn't the last time I made a stupid comment. And I was quickly informed that no, we're not the chambermaids, we're the chamber chicks. And I was like, oh yeah, that sounds so much better. So I wanted to start with that the chamber chick grew up and became the chamber mother hen. And I want you to know that was in a good fashion, okay? Not the other fashion. So the mother hen, let's think about what some of the mother hen does. Mother hen's behind us flapping and saying, hey, you're doing a good job. We needed that sometimes. Sometimes the mother hen's behind us going, really? Okay, I got one of those looks the other day, just so you know. So I bet you Chris has gotten that look. I know the mayor's gotten that look. I bet you there's a lot of us that have gotten that look, so we know we screwed up, okay? So but mom's back there going, hey, I got you. Here's some coaching behind your back. So I just want to tell you, thank you. You've coached us all up in this room. Yeah, I coach a lot, so that's why I kind of refer to that. So you've coached us up in a lot of different ways. Whether it's been in our business, whether it's been in our personal life, you have been there for us for many ways. So the board got together and we said, we need to give her something so she remembers us, because she's going to forget. So we got to thinking, we're like, Vicki likes jewelry. And then, see, I told you, I'm not the last time I screwed up. And so Vicki, we decided, you know what? Vicki likes the dangly stuff. And so we got her some dangly stuff. So let's see if I can get this started right. Okay, so yeah, I've been around the world long enough now that I need those glasses at times. So let's see, what is this one? I need some help. What's that one? Where are we starting at, Harry? Then we start here at the heart, because you're at the heart of everything. Okay, all right. And so, I know. And let's see. I think I go this way. Yeah. I go this way.
Oh, and I'm the.
See, you start. What is that? Not that one. This one right here. What is that one? That's. I might need some.
It looks like books.
Books. Yes, books. Books. That is right. Because you know what? She's been a great supporter of the Raytown school system, and the owl. There's an owl on here because she's the wise owl, and she's given us all a lot of education. Okay. Then, thank you.
Son to the rescue.
Yeah, thanks, son. Okay, now I can see not you guys, but I can see this. Yeah, cool. And then, this is perfect because she just went through this building thing. I can't look out there with those on. And we have a building block. Okay, so look at that, a toolbox.
Nice.
For all the stuff you did. Okay, for the building foundation.
Yep.
Then, Oh, you know what this is, girl. We got our boots on. Raytown Roundup Days. I know that was her favorite event ever.
Where's the mayor?
Yeah. So the mayor's gone, so you can't have that one. Oh, we looked for some steaks because we wanted to get the Raytown barbecue in there. We could not find steaks. We could not find ribs. We couldn't find anything. So if you ever find a charm that has one of those on there, you're supposed to put that on this bracelet, okay? Because next one I got is golf, because the golf tournament. All right. And then you got to put these back on. Okay. What year did you retire? 24. Yes. We love you. Okay. And you know what? We know that you love Raytown Mo. Okay.
That's wonderful.
All right. And then, with Raytown Mo, what else do we got to have?
Blue Jay.
No, well, no, not before
sorry.
that. Before that, we got our anvil.
Yeah.
We got an anvil. Okay. But then, I made sure we got a Blue Jay on
Blue
there.
Jay, baby.
And you know what? I'm going to say she's lived out our school song that when we revere the name of Raytown, we speak of it in pride. Yeah, yep. I'm a Blue Jay too.
Yeah, can you tell?
Okay. Oh, and you were a cheerleader while you were in high school, but you haven't just been a cheerleader while you were in high school. You've been our cheerleader all the time.
Aw.
Okay. And then we got the cop thing there because, you've been a huge supporter of the cops, and you kind of got one over there. So we kind of figured we needed one of those. And then you like to go shopping, right? Okay, so we got the shopping bag on there, and check that out. What's that look like?
A tree.
A tree. What's the logo for the senior celebration?
A tree. The roots of our community, yes.
So we actually found that. Can you believe that?
That's awesome.
So there you go. And then, you're always going to be our friend. Forever. Forever. So it's the infinite, the infinity thing. I know sometimes math and you, infinity, but that's got the infinity symbol there.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. Here's your bracelet. So there's your bag, and here's your box. All right? There you go, Mother Hen.
Thank you.
That was great, Robert. Thank you. Our next presenter is Representative Jerome Barnes from the Missouri House, District 28.
Thank you so much, sir. I don't know how I'm going to follow these last two presenters, but I'm going to try to come out of my bag with something. Will the First Lady of Raymore, Missouri, come forward, please? As she said, my name is Jerome Barnes. I represent the 28th District, and believe it or not, that's Raytown and a small portion of Kansas City. And behind every person that's out front, there's somebody behind, like Mr. Turnbow there. And also, my wife, Donna Barnes, is here with me tonight. Donna, would you please stand up? Yes. And so you really can't make it without that person back home supporting you 100%. And so, Vicki, you have done an amazing job here in Raytown. And I just want to say is, when I met you a long time ago, I had heard so much about you, and I really didn't know who you were or nothing like that. So when I got elected to the House, and we was going on a tour, it was coming up 350 Highway, and they said, well, we're going through Raytown, and we need that rep to tell us something about Raytown. I said, oh boy, what am I gonna tell them about Raytown? I got on the phone, I text Vicki, tell me something about Raytown. I tell you, it looked like she was sitting there waiting on me. It came back so fast, boom. And I was able to get through that. So I just want you to know that I love you.
Remember that day.
Yes, absolutely. It was one of them days where I had something to say, but I wanted to be official, you know what I'm saying? And so now that I know that you are retiring, and I know what retirement people do, okay, they sit around in the house, and so I'm going to give you some coasters from the house.
Ooh.
Yes. And so I expect you to use this cup that we're giving you from the house. It's red and blue, so it doesn't have a Democrat or Republican. So you can figure out which one you want to be.
Okay.
And also, when you get tired and don't know what's going on, you can always pick up this Missouri State Capitol Tour book. This is a book.
Okay.
And if you get tired of that, you're going to have to buy some crayon, because I got a coloring book for you.
Oh.
Yeah. And so what I want you to do is take this bag and put it off in there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I was able to convince the house to pause for a few minutes to recognize you. And so I just want to present you with this resolution from the House. Be it further resolved that the chief clerk of the Missouri House of Representatives to instruct and to prepare a proper insert copy of this resolution for Vicki A. Turnbow, signed Jerome Barnes, and the Speaker of the House, Dean Plucker.
Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. Yeah. But wait, there's more. Donna, can you come here for a minute? Thank you. It wouldn't be fair. Emmanuel Cleveland started this off. He represents us in Washington, D.C. I represent you in the State House. And guess who? Barbara Washington represents us in the Senate. And she couldn't be here, and she asked for your humble forgiveness, and asked that and said congratulations and happy retirement. And she submitted a resolution also for you. So,
from the
yeah,
state?
from the Senate, from
Oh.
the Senate. Yes. All right. All right. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, we are so fortunate that our next guest was able to join us tonight. It is the mayor of the city of Raymore, Chris Turnbow.
Thank you. Well, thank you all for being here tonight for me. I was a bit tongue-tied on what I might be able to say, so I wrote it down, given the emotions of this evening and the recognition that Vicki is so well-deserving in this moment. I'm the lucky one that gets to stay with her now full-time. And my full-time, part-time job as mayor is now going to be much shorter because I'm going to have somebody much more interesting and beautiful to hang with than a damn landfill. So, anyway, bear with me here. When Vicki and I began dating at the start of the summer of 1991, I often wonder if she knew in the beginning what she was getting herself into. From the first time we were seen in public together, she realized that being the partner of a high-profile police chief was immediately troublesome, as it was immediately reported in the paper, in the local paper.
Front page, by the way.
It was a nice picture, though. It wasn't, yeah. Really, this should have sent her running, but she didn't, and for that, I will be forever grateful. Vicki will tell you, and probably has, and I think will, maybe in her comments, that I let her know early on about my involvement with the Chamber of Commerce. In fact, once Betty Carmack, many of you know, another career chamber member, got her hooks into Vicki, she was doomed. Her inability to say no, right? Her inability to say no just cemented that she was going to be a part eternally of the Raytown Chamber of Commerce, and along with her determined desire to succeed. Who knew her initial participation would turn into a career of service to her hometown with so many accomplishments? Over the next 33 years, Raytown certainly became a part of her DNA. And I guess that probably was when she became a Blue Jay, but us Cardinals will not hold that against her. See, we really have a mixed household here, right? Over the next, let's see, I said that. Even a few years that she worked at Lake Winnebago, if you recall when she was there for a short period of time, Cass Cassing, a longtime member and a stalwart of the chamber, would drop in on her and talk to her about the chamber in Raytown and keep her in the loop. Actually had a huge crush on her. I don't blame him. Her love of this community grew, which includes not only the businesses, but City Hall and especially the residents. She beamed with pride when Raytown succeeded, and she cried when there were setbacks. There are an awful lot of great things that have happened in Raytown that have her fingerprints on them. Her most shining and everlasting legacy is certainly the remodel of the Chamber of Commerce building, as well as her long-term involvement with the Rock Island Trail. She has recently been receiving much-deserved recognition for her accomplishments as the Chamber president, but the Chamber is not her only identity. A loving daughter, mother, a stepmother, a mother-in-law, a gaga, and especially my wife are what I am most thankful for. Her commitment to family, along with balancing her commitment to Raytown, have often amazed me. Even during long deployments, and my buddies can attest to that because they've all had to be separated from their loved ones for long periods of time. She kept the home front together and yet was still able to give much of herself to her job at the chamber. All the while, over the years, giving me the space to balance two careers and still commit to a loving and strong marital bond. Vicki Ann Turnbow, you amaze me. You have certainly earned your recent recognitions and will always have my undying love and devotion. I can't imagine what our next chapter together will bring. So everyone, and I didn't bring my glass up, but if you please raise your glass as I give this toast to the most beautiful and faithful person of whom I am privileged to be married. Happy retirement, my love. Oh, there we go. Everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Glad you can make it out. Something that I thought was just so funny and indicative of their relationship and Vicki as a person was that earlier on during the presentations, she's welling up a bit and she motions over to her husband like, "Oh, I need a box of tissue, whatnot," and he immediately looks down and like, "Oh, you 3-ring binder? Is that what you need? Like this is what you need right now?" And she's like, "No, no, not at all. It's like." But that's what everyone would assume. Like, she needs her binder right now. One of many that I know for a fact. And she's getting it. She's okay. You have your binder with you. Is it going to be a 3-ring binder that you read from? You've got it. Okay. Even better. Even better. All right. So now, please help me welcome. It is my honor, our guest of honor, Vicki Turnbow.
Sit down. Yeah. So, okay, just go. Yeah, I got this, right? So when I announced my retirement 7 months ago, I had no idea how fast the time would go. First of all, thank you all for coming tonight. And of course, to those who made presentations, you all have been a very important part of my life and my journey, and I appreciate those very much. Some of you, we have been through a lot together, those that did presentations, and so I really appreciate it. As Chris said, in '91, when we started dating, I really had no idea what volunteering and giving back to a community would be like, and I learned from the best. Who would have guessed 33 years, 33 years, some of you weren't even born then, I would still be with the Raytown Chamber. As Chris said, it's funny that you didn't look at my speech. Gosh. In 2006, Cass Cassing came to visit me at Lake Winnebago and said, Kathy Schuette's retiring, and I don't know if she's out there anywhere. I want you to apply for the president's position. And I said, I can't be president. He's like, yes, you can. Chris and I talked about it, and the rest is history. A lot of you have heard this already, but I have spent 6,185 days as your president. And I have loved every minute of it. Yes, there were challenges. Yes, there were days that I thought, what the heck? But through it all, it has been so rewarding. Early on, it was decided the chamber would make sure that we had a seat at the table, so to speak, when it came to major decisions that affected Raytown. Working relationships with the city of Raytown, the Raytown School District. Hi, Dr. Markley. Jackson County, federal and state officials, along with the Eastern Jackson County chambers and other elected officials, began to grow. Over the years, there have been so many meetings, projects, events that I had been involved with, and if I wanted to list all of them, we'd be here all night, and I'm not sure the bar's got enough alcohol for that. Everything from a founding member of the Raytown Main Street, 4 of us, I think Steve's in the room, 4 of us attended Main Street training, and Main Street, we set it up. Regional transportation. How do we get people from point A to point B? An all-star game at Kauffman Stadium, half a mile from the city limits of Raytown. The redesign of a logo, the adding of tourism to the chamber's name, and now looking towards 2026 and the World Cup and what that will do to Raytown. It will make a huge difference, folks, when it is here. The Rock Island Trail project is near and dear to my heart, which ultimately brought us our building remodel, which to me is the best thing ever. It is a beautiful building. Grants, we got a federal grant through Congressman Cleaver. Truman Heartland Community Foundation, I don't know if Phil's still here. Walmart, AARP, the grants, and then all of you that donated money during the capital campaign. We couldn't have done it without you, but we raised just a tad over $370,000. So the building is amazing. One of the things we pride ourselves at the chamber in being able to help businesses and resources to make them more successful. Some of you in this room, we met before you were even sure where you were going to have an office. Robert, I said, drive around, where do you want to have your office, and let's go from there.
And you told me to do something else to my contract. That's the reason why now
It's amazing how many contracts are not correct. Don't sign a contract without them saying exactly who's moving that bathroom from upstairs to downstairs. I'm just telling you. At the last couple of luncheons, I have mentioned my journey. Every one of you, whether you're family, no matter who, I'm going to say something real quick. Duran, thank you so much for coming tonight. For those of you that don't know, Duran Cherry is a retired free safety with the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sticking this in. Dr. Markley, I'm going off script. Duran started Score One for Health in 1993. The Raytown Police Department helped with the security because of all the players that came in. I went out, just kind of watched, and became a volunteer in 1994. And for 26 years, I was part of his volunteer on his board, steering committee, whatever. And even though I had to step away because of the Raytown Chamber, I always go back and help. And Duran, congratulations on everything. What is it, 31 years now? Yeah, so congratulations on that, by the way. Because you all have been a part of my journey, we have had some of the most wonderful successes and some of the greatest losses. I look out over the crowd. Hold on. And some of us have been together since the 90s. Duran. Alan was chair of the board in the 90s. I don't know if Shirley Worth is still here, but Shirley Worth was a chair. Oh, there she is. In the 90s, and I was a volunteer, and so we have been through a lot together. Volunteers, board members, elected officials, chamber staff. Kyle? Other presidents. Liz, are you still here? Liz is with the Grandview Chamber. Members, family, and friends. Thank you. And boy, talk about some memories. Whew. We won't talk about, oh yeah, never mind. Speaking of family, when you're a chamber president, your family becomes your lifeline. When you need help during an event, you call your family. When you need help stuffing envelopes, you call your mom. If there are problems with the toilet, you call your family or your son. And then he stops in on the way. What'd you do to that bathroom now? If you need help with trash pickup and landscaping around the building, you call your family. I will forever be grateful for their support over the years. Even the grandsons have come over and been privy to helping me at the office from time to time, haven't you? Mm-hmm. People have asked me over the years, how did you do it? Why did you do it? I say it's just what it takes to get the job done, plus with the support of my husband, Chris, who just understood it was something I needed and wanted to do. I learned how to be the best public servant I could ever be from him. Plus, if you truly believe in your product and the message, it makes it a whole lot easier. And guess what? I believe in Raytown. I believe in the product, the people, and the message of the Raytown Chamber. I would like to take a moment to ask Jeff Hurst to come up, please. Jeff has started the Turnbow Boot Camp as president of the Raytown Chamber yesterday, actually. Woohoo! Yes, you can clap. So I'm going to present him with the ceremonial key to the building. Jeff, even if I'm not on staff because I'm going to be working part-time for a little bit to help with the transition. I want you to be as successful as I was with the job, and I want you to feel as good when the time comes for you to retire. And you're a lot younger than I am.
Not that much.
So if you need anything, you've got my cell. Okay?
Until you change your number.
Okay, good. So you're welcome. Thank you. For 17 years, I had a different boss. For those of you that don't know, the chamber president reports directly to the board of directors. And every year, you get a different boss. Thank you to the board of directors for hosting this party to celebrate my retirement. It is beyond words. It's actually perfect. Every year, I try to take away something I've learned from that board member, or from those board members that were, or from that board chair, and there are a lot of board chairs out here. If you can learn from somebody and take away and continue to learn from them, even if they are not immediately in your life, it makes it all worthwhile. So for that, thank you again for coming. Thank you to those who recognized me tonight. It is just really kind of strange for that, because since I loved what I did, I love that you all recognized it. And so with that, I think it's now time to party a little bit, right? With that. And thank you for everybody. I mean, we've got, I'm going to do my chamber, put my chamber hat on. Starlight, Levy Restaurants, Patrick Nelson, DJ, immediate past chair of the board, Charlie Mazzell with Chuck Williams Photography. We've got Gamplay Videos doing something, but there's, I saw the thank you board. Thank you for everybody that donated and helped make this evening possible. And then the other thing is, Chris and I, when Chris went to Iraq in 2009, he came home in 2010, and I got another family of military. I got a military family, and every year since they have come back from Iraq, we get together, and 3 couples were able to come today. We have Art and Karen Austin, retired Brigadier General from Cuba, New York. We have Scott and Patty Syme, retired Colonel, and they're in here from Boise, Idaho. And then we have Jim and Tricia Hess, Colonel, retired Colonel, U.S. Army from New York, New York. And you all, it means a lot that you guys came in for the weekend for the retirement. We have a lot that didn't come with us today, or wasn't able to come in. Thank you very much. Thank you guys very much. We're done.